All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and a small tasting here. You know, when our suppliers come in to see us, I always say you can bring as many wines as you like. And whenever we do a tasting here, you know, to me, a wine tasting isn't 4 wines. 6, maybe 8. Yes, that's what we start at our events at Cafe Max. We show 8 wines. Usually at any event we do, it's at least 6. Anyways, this is short tasting here. And some good wines, so that's the important thing. If you're only going to bring a few wines, make sure they're good. And, well, this is a portfolio. Banfi, they have a few good wines in it. And the Sartori, this Ferdi Bianco, Veronese white. Wow, what an interesting wine this is. Gargannega grapes dried for 40 days. Gargannega is the grape they use in Suave, and named after the founder's wife, and partially fermented in oak and stainless. And this wine has got a really rich bouquet, kind of honeyed character to the ripe peach and apricot fruit. Really nice floral notes in that. And opening up on the second day and really rich on the palate. Wow, really silky, creamy texture here. And some nice acidity also, that orange blossom character coming through on the finish. A really good little white wine for $17. Some of the best values you will find in the world of white wines are coming from Italy today, let me tell you. All right, the Sartori, which is a large producer. This is the Regolo Rosso, and this is one of their smaller production wines. It's 100% Corvina, and most people don't know of Corvina, even that know Amarone and Valpolicella, but that's the main grape they use in Amarone, and that is the best grape. So if you're going to make the best wine you could from Verona, you would use 100% Corvina. And this is rests on the pomace of Amarone for 18 to 24 months. Okay, it's got a really rich bouquet here. Man, this wine's got that lovely dried cherry and plum kind of character. You get an exotic spices, dried meats, black licorice, really intense bouquet here, and really well endowed on the palate too. This wine's got a load of rich liqueur-like fruit and silky smooth tannins. When you dry the grapes, not that these are dried, but the pomace of the Amarone is, it smooths out the tannin, it oxidizes it, and just makes it more drinkable, man. This is really pretty, really exotic stuff. That bitter cocoa and floral notes lasting to the finish. Very good little wine for $23.25. Very distinctive. The Banfi Brunello de Montalcino, Poggio la Mura, the largest producer in Montalcino. One of the most important. This New York family, when they moved in, they really helped make Montalcino famous. And, you know, you could argue that they're sold everywhere, but, you know, some of their better wines, like this Poggio la Mura, 2008 wasn't a great vintage in Montalcino, but this wine, outstanding. Wow. And they use a little barrique in this wine, but larger than the barrique they use in California and Bordeaux. And the clonal section and specific vineyards are what make up this wine here. And really rich bouquet here. Fresh earth, dried meaty carrot notes, leathery, kind of sage, herbs, licorice, and more here. Really smooth and drinkable. That's a character of the 2008 vintage. And even though it's very young, it's already starting to drink nicely. But this wine's got lovely structure and depth, kind of tar, tobacco spice, along with that sage and herbal note through the finish. Really nice freshness, really long finish in this wine. For $90, hey, you can still get some of the greatest wines from Montalcino for under $100. To me, that's a value. Anyways, Bolla, Amarone, Valpolicella, Le Origini. And the only problem with this wine is it has Bolla's name on the label. You know, I mean, this is a problem when these big wineries want to, you know, make a great wine like the Gallo's did in the early 90s, and they said, we're going to make a $100 wine and call it Gallo Special Reserve. Well, no one thinks of Gallo as a $100 wine. It's like Bolla. Well, this wine isn't $100, but let me tell you, I'm going to buy some because I want to drink this wine. It is one of the best Amarones that I've had this year. And spend some time in Barrique and then 3 years in Slavonian oak. And Franco Bernabe, they've hired to make this wine, one of the top enologists in all of Italy. I didn't know he worked in Verona and made Amarone, but everything this guy touches is amazing. 75% Corvina, Corvinone, and then a little Rondinella, no Molinara. That's the kind of third bastard child grape, and a lot of people don't use it in their top wines at least. And man, this wine has got an incredible bouquet here of dark mocha, spices, dried meats, dried berry fruit, cherries, plums, and that clay-like kind of Play-Doh minerality, I like to say, that really distinct about wines from the Valpolicella, the land of many cellars. This wine is an elegant wine, even though it's 16.5% alcohol. Wow, still very fresh and bright at the end, and a host of that nuance and spice on the finish, really long. And for $63.75, let me tell you, it is better than anything that I think I've ever had from Valpolicella at that price. Well, check it out. Everything we had to drink from our friends from Banfi. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.